Hello, CA Foundation students. What a fantastic paper it was, January 2026 exam. If you are trying to analyze how many questions came from ICAI material and previous year examination questions, 92 questions were approximately similar, with the same or similar numbers. Now, if you want to purchase my scanner, which covers these previous year exam questions, RTP, and mock test paper, you can place the order through my website. Now, this scanner also contains all detailed stepwise answers for the questions. Analysis of Jan 2026 exam. As usual, 100 questions, each question of 1 mark. Total 14 questions. The highest weightage is from Mathematics of Finance, which is time value of money chapter. How many new questions came from this? Only one new question was there in time value of money. One new question came from continuity, limits and continuity, which is newly introduced. One new question came from calculus, which was never asked in examination. And one new question came from sampling, which is covered in chapter 13, along with statistical description of data. I felt sampling chapter this time was interesting because during our class hours, we cover off sampling just within 2 hours. But in examination this time, sampling came for 3 marks. So they have given lot more weightage just for this 2 hours wala chapter. One interesting thing to note, whether there is grace mark in this examination, there was one question from index numbers in which I felt two options are correct, which comes in the end of my discussion in this video. Only for that question, I say I may give grace mark because two options were right. There was another question from Mathematics of Finance where entire question is correct. There is no printing mistake. But will they give you clue at the end of the question? In that clue, they have made an error during calculation. 1.1 power something calculation. They have done mistake. Please don't expect grace mark for that question because you can try it out by yourself on the calculator. Let us start off with the questions. I not following any question paper because I know there are four sets of papers given to students. What I'm doing is I'll go chapter wise. All the questions I have segregated them chapter wise. So I don't know which type of question paper you have in your hand. If you can identify which chapter that question belongs to, you can straight away jump to that chapter discussion video. Let's start with first question, which is from ratios. Like I said, I have done chapter wise questions. 1 year ago, ratio of ages of A is to B is 5 is to 4. We are taking A is to B. What do you mean by 1 year ago? You need to subtract 1. You're getting the ratio as 5 is to 4. Go to last part of the sentence. What will be the age of A? So I know I need to find A. Let's cross multiply this. 4 times of A minus 4 times of 1. 5 times of B minus 5 times of 1. I hope everyone understood. I just did cross multiplication. In the next step, because I want A value, I will take B is equal to something. So 4A minus 5 comes to left hand side, it becomes plus 5. Plus 5 minus 4 is equal to plus 1 is equal to 5b. If I want b value, it will become 4a plus 1 divided by 5. I got this information from first sentence. Second sentence, the ratio of their ages 4 years from now. From now means you have to do addition. A plus 4 years, b plus 4 years is equal to, ratio is given as 6 is to 5. 6 divided by 5. Same like last part, we are going to do cross multiplication. 5 times of A is 5A plus 5 fours are 20 is equal to 6 times of B is 6B plus 6 fours are 24. Like I said, we will take B is equal to something. So let's move all the 8 terms. 5A plus 24 goes to left hand side. It is going to become minus 24 plus 20 is equal to plus 20 minus 24 is equal to minus 4 is equal to 6b. Now, instead of b, I can replace this value with what I found just now, 4a plus 1. So, 6 times of 4a plus 1 divided by 5 is equal to 5a minus 4. Next step, you are going to do cross multiplication. 5 5s are 25a minus 4 5s are 20 is equal to 6 4s are 24a plus 6 1s are 6. I hope everyone understood. All I did was cross multiply what is there in the denominator 5 to left hand side. Next step, take this 24a to left hand side, it will become minus 24a. 25 minus 24a value is equal to minus 20 goes to right hand side, it will become plus 20 plus 6, 26. So what is A's value? 26. Are they asking A's current age? No. They are asking what will be age of A after 10 years. That means for this value, if I add 10, what is the answer? A value will become 36. So correct option is option A for this question. Next, the next question is also from ratio. Second question, in India, an examination is conducted in two sessions. In the first session, the ratio of boys to girls among 455 students is 8 is to 5. So first step, you have total of 455 students. Divide them in the form of 8 is to 5. So this will become 8 by 13 into 455. You are going to get the answer as 280. And 5 by 13 into 455 you're going to get the answer as 175. What are these? They have given boys is to girls. So these are my boys and these are number of girls. Next, if 50 new girls are added, so you're going to increase girls by 50. New number of girls is going to become 225 now. If 50 new girls are admitted in the second session, how many new boys must be admitted? So for boys, I need to add some x value. That was what we are finding, so that the ratio is going to become 3 is to 4. Remember earlier they gave us boys is to girls. Now they have changed it to girls is to boys. If anyone has done mistake in exam, it's during this point because the ratio is changed to girls is to boys. So girls is to boys ratio 3 is to 4. This will become after I add. So this is going to be 225 girls divided by boys is going to be 280 plus 6. Cross multiply 3 times of 280 is going to be 840 plus 6 is equal to plus 3x is equal to 4 times of 225, 900. I want only x value. So 3x is equal to 900 minus 840 is 60 and our x value is going to be 60 divided by 3 which is equal to 20. So how many new boys you are adding for the second session? 20 new boys so that you get the ratio 3 is to 4. Next. This is a circular question, cyclical question in indices, and the answer for this question is always going to become 1. We have done this question in class. This is also from your exercise material of ICAI. Next question is interesting. This is from logarithm. This question, we are applying one interesting property of logarithm. First, do you see in the power 5 log x to base b? So, third property of logarithm, log power 5. Log x to power k, k log x, k log x is log x to power 5. I have changed it. Second property, I'm writing the property so that you recollect this. This property is there in illustration of ICAI material. Also, I played a video in your class making you to write the fundamental properties in which we discussed b to the power log x to base b value is equal to x. If you can connect this to this part of the question, b to the power log x to power 5 to base b. Ma'am, what did you do? First, I converted 5 log x to log x power 5. Replaced it here, log x power 5. b power this. Just equate the property, you're going to get the value as x to the power 5. So, I am replacing this entire part as 3x into x to the power 5 is equal to 192. How did we get x to the power 5? What we worked out from that part. Next, what do you mean by x into x power 5? A power m into a power n, a to the power of m plus n. 3 into x to the power of 6 is equal to 192. Take into 3 to right hand side. X power 6 is equal to 192 divided by 3, which is equal to 64. Now, x power 6 is equal to 64. In the class, we have discussed what power 6 is equal to 64. 2 power 6 is equal to 64. So, if x power 6 is equal to 2 power 6, your powers are same, equate the base, your x value will be equal to 2. So, answer for this question is option C, which is 2. Next, equations chapter question. There are 3 methods to solve this question. I'm going to try that here. Call this as method number 1. We are telling that if alpha and beta are roots of this equation, let's write the equation 2x square minus 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. Then find the equation whose roots are 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. Whenever they have given you two roots and asking you to find another equation whose roots are just the reciprocal, wherever you have x, just take the reciprocal of x, which is 1 by x. So I'm going to replace 2 1 by x the whole square minus 3 1 by x plus 1 is equal to 0. Solve this. It is going to become 1 square is 1 divided by x square minus 3 divided by x plus 1 is 0. All that I did was open the bracket and multiply the numbers. Next step. X square, x and 1. What is the LCM? It will become x square. So whole divided by x square it will be 2 minus 3 by x into x square will become 3x plus 1 into x square will become x square is equal to 0. If I rewrite this, it is going to take the format x square minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0, and you can find this in your option B. This is method number 1 of solving. Method number 2 is by applying formula that we learned in the class. Method number 2, solve for x. 2x square minus 3x plus 1 is 0. You can apply factorization method. You will get 2x square minus 2x minus x plus 1 is 0. I have split minus 3x as 2 and 1. 2x of x minus 1 minus 1 of x minus 1. Remember, minus into minus is going to become plus. I will get 2x minus 1 into x minus 1 is 0. 2x is equal to 1 or x is equal to 1. X value is equal to half. Once I get two values, they are asking me the roots are reciprocal. Now take reciprocal of these two. So the roots will be, what is reciprocal of 1? 1. What is reciprocal of half? 2. Once I find reciprocal roots according to the new information given in the question, my quadratic equation is x square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots is equal to 0. This is how you frame a quadratic equation. So it will be x square minus sum. Add these two, you will get 3x. Product 2 ones are 2 is equal to 0. So this is how you try in the regular way done in the class, which is method number B. There is also third method. I have written the rule for the shortcut method. Whenever they say that alpha beta are roots of an equation, they are asking you to frame new quadratic equation with the roots 1 by alpha, 1 by beta. That means reciprocal of the original equation. Or the new equation, just interchange a and c value. See, a value is equal to 2, c value is equal to 1. Just interchange them adla badli. Your answer will be 1x square minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. But interchanged a and c values. This is the shortcut for this question. Next. This type of question I have taught you shortcut in the class. We'll do it in two ways. Method number 1. I would assume x value as square root of 5 plus square root of 5, square root of 5, square root of 5, square root of 5 is nothing but my x value. If I imagine like this, would it make any difference if I just take out 1 5? Imagine infinity, number of times of 5. If I just take out 5 for one time, it would not make any difference. So I can replace this entire part up to infinity with my x value now. Square both the sides. X square is equal to square root and square gets cancelled. 5 plus x. Take them to left hand side. You get x square minus x minus 5. Nothing is left on right hand side is equal to 0. Once you get this quadratic equation, in the next step, you can apply formula method. What is the formula method? To find x value, we take minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Solve this, you will get the answer. It will be b value is equal to minus 1. minus of minus 1 plus or minus root of b square is 1 square minus 4 into a into c. 4 into a into c is equal to minus 5 divided by 2 times of a. A value is equal to 1. Solve this, you will get 1 plus or minus root of 1 minus into minus plus 20 divided by 2. So this is answer for my question, which will be 1 plus square root of 21 divided by 2. I have that in option B. Remember, option D is wrong because it has minus 1. This is method number 1 of solving the question. Method number 2. Any question of this format, it could be root of 7 plus root of 7 plus root of 13 plus root of 13 plus, or in your ICAI material, you have something like root of 4 plus 1 by something. It's the similar type of question. You remember the shortcut I'm teaching you now, you can apply for any question which has plus sign in between. I would call this as method 2 shortcut. The formula to solve such questions is 1 plus root of 1 plus 4a divided by 2. Whenever you have plus sign, a value is going to become 1. If they had given root of 7 plus root of 7 plus, you would take a value as 7. It would be 1 plus root of 1 plus 4 5s are 20 divided by 2. 1 plus root 21 divided by 2. Correct option is option B. Suppose in the same question, instead of plus sign, they had given minus sign. Instead of plus 1, you would take minus 1. In that case, option D would have been correct. That's the shortcut for this question. Next, solve the inequality. Beautiful, simple question. This type of question is not covered in our ICI material. We'll take both the inequalities separately. This seems to be a lot more easier. So I'll start with this. X plus 4 less than or equal to 3 goes to right hand side. 3 6 are 18. 6 less than or equal to 4 goes to right hand side. 18 minus 4 is equal to 14. So x is less than or equal to 14 is there in option C. Let's solve another part. 5 minus 2x divided by 4 less than or equal to. Let's take the LCM now. The total LCM is going to become 8. 8 5s are 40. Now cancel. 4 1s are 4 2s are. Take this 2 to left hand side. 2 5s are 10 minus 2 2s are 4x less than or equal to x minus 40. Take all the numbers to one side. Minus 40 goes this side. 10 plus 40 will become 50 less than or equal to. Take minus 4x to this side. It will become plus 4x. So 4x plus x is going to become 5x. Take this 5 to left hand side. 50 divided by 5 10 is less than or equal to x. Basically, this part 10 is less than or equal to x. That is correct. X is less than or equal to 14. That is also correct. Option C is correct for this question. In this paper, there are two questions in similar format. The next question would be the common region which is represented by these two. You need not have to solve the inequalities. Suppose you get some lines like this and this is the common region, then that is also known as feasible bounded region. This is the theoretical part which we had discussed in the beginning of the chapter. Next, another similar question to what we solved. First step, take the LCM. 5 minus 2x divided by 3 less than or equal to, what is 6 5s are 30, x minus 30. 3 1s are 3 2s are, take this 2 to left hand side. 2 5s are 10 minus 2 2s are 4x is less than or equal to x minus 30. Take x values to one side. Basically, you will get minus 4x goes to this side plus 4x plus x, 5x, 10 plus 30 will become 40. Divide all of them by 5, you will get 8 is less than or equal to x. Do we have that in the option? No. What if I do left hand side adla badle? Even the sign which is there, symbol which is there in the middle, that will get changed. X is greater than or equal to 8. This is there in my option A. Option A is correct for this question. Next. Two methods to solve this question. Method number 1. I call this as shortcut method. where if you want to find the rate of interest, whatever 1 plus factor that they give in the question, minus 1 into 100. So basically, you're going to take this factor that they had given in the question, 1.316 minus 1 into 100, you will get 0.316 into 100, 31.6 percentage. Option C is correct. Now, if you don't want to do in this shortcut method, you can also apply the formula, and the formula will be, I call this as method number 2, where you're applying compound interest formula is P of 1 plus I whole power t minus 1 if you want to find compound interest, or if you want to find future value using compound interest, P of 1 plus I whole power t, where I will be the rate of interest, t is number of years given in the question, 4 years, future value, how times it has become more, it has become 3 times of principal. So replace the value, 3p is equal to p of 1 plus I whole to the power of 4. P and P gets cancelled out. You will get 3 is equal to 1 plus I. Now whole power 4 goes to left hand side. It is going to become 1 by 4. How do you do this on the calculator? You take number 3 on your calculator. Press on square root button for 2 times. You will get 1.316. Basically, that's what they have given in the question. Is equal to 1 plus I. Now, I want I value. Take this one to left hand side. This minus 1, 0.316, or it will be 31.6 percentage. Option C is correct. Next, school level simple chiller question. Bank B provides loan at compound interest. What are they asking you to find? How much interest? So basically, you have to calculate compound interest, and the formula is T of 1 plus I whole power T minus 1. What is P? How much is borrowed? 3,200. 3,200 of 1 plus I. I is 15 percentage, 1.15. For how many years? 2 years. Minus 1. Take the calculator and do the calculation. 1.15 into equal to, for squaring, minus 1, I am getting 0.3225 into 3,200. I am getting 1032, which is option D. Simple question. Next, if a sum doubles itself in 8 years time, we have one shortcut for solving this question. In how many years will it become 4 times? Assuming that simple interest is calculated. Whenever they are asking you n value, how much time it is going to take for doubling? 8 years. What do we want? How much time would it take to become 4 times? Just do minus 1. 8 threes are, your answer will be 24 years, which is option C. If anyone is not comfortable with the shortcut, or if you don't remember the shortcut, you can simply apply the regular formula. The number is going to become double in 8 years in simple interest. So if I take 100, that will become 200. Basically, if I want simple interest of 100 rupees, how many years it will take? It will take 8 years of time. Now the question is, I have 100 rupees. How much time would it take to become 300, 400? So it will take 8 more years for 100 more simple interest, 8 more years for 100 more simple interest. Future value will become 4 times. So total, how much time it took? 8 years plus 8 years plus 8 years, 24 years time. Next question. XYZ is investing certain amount at the end of each month. Be careful with the rate of interest. Now rate of interest is 12% per annum. Convert this to monthly. So your I will be 12% divided by 12 months. That is 1 percentage or 0.01. If anyone in the exam has taken 1% as 0.1, it is 0.01. Next, it is compounded monthly. What is the future value of this? Annuity. Put annuity formula. So future value of annuity regular is equal to, you don't see today, beginning of the year. So it is annuity regular question. P of 1 plus I whole power t minus 1. What is this? Compound interest formula divided by I. Solve this. P value, I don't know. I know the future value is equal to 50,000 is P of 1 plus I 0.1.01 power 10. How do I know n is 10? Minus 1 divided by I 0.01. Have they only given what is there inside the bracket information? Yes, they have only given this. So 1.1046 minus 1 divided by 0.01. I'm getting 10.46. So 50,000 is equal to P into 10.46. Take this 10.46 to left hand side. You would get your value as P value 50,000 divided by this 4779. I'm getting 4780, but it is approximately equal to 4779. Option A is correct. Next. Mr. Ravi allocates a corpus of 50,000 into a term deposit, which accrues the interest at nominal rate of 10%, compounded quarterly. That means I value will be 10 percentage given in the question. Quarterly means 4 times in a year. It will become 2.5 percentage or 0.025. What is effective rate of interest? There has never been any exam where effective rate of interest is not asked. So capital R is 1 plus I whole power t minus 1. We have done this question in class also twice. It will become 1.025 whole to the power of t will be quarterly means t value is equal to 4 times in a year minus 1. Solve this, take the calculator 1.025 into equal to button for 3 times minus 1. I'm getting 0.1038 or 10.38 percentage. Basically, option C is correct. Next. Shiva invested an amount of 12,000 at the rate of 10% simple interest. Another amount at the rate of 20% simple interest. Total interest earned at the end of the year, the total amount invested will become 14%. Find the amount that is invested. This is not a new type of question. It was asked previously in examination. There are two parts to this question. I had invested 12,000 rupees. What percentage? 10 percentage. So if I want interest of this, I would call it as first investment. Second investment, I'm making a 20 percentage. I would call this as second investment. Would give me total simple interest. Remember this point. So first investment interest, second investment interest, put together will give me total investment. Now first investment 12,000 into 10 percentage. I am getting 1,200. Second investment I don't know. I will take that value as x. 20 percentage of that would be 0.2x is equal to total का 14 percentage. What will be the total? 1,000, 12,000 plus x total का 14 percentage 0.14. Do the multiplication. 12,000 into 0.14 will be 1680. 1200, 0.2x and 0.14x. What I will do, move all x terms to one side. 0.2 minus 0.14 will give me 0.06x is equal to 1680 minus 1200 is equal to 480. If I want x value, that will be 480 divided by 0.06, which is equal to 8,000 rupees. Is this the answer? No, they are not asking how much is my second investment. They are asking how much is my total investment. The total investment will be first time how much I invested 12,000 plus second time how much I invested 8,000. 12,000 plus 8,000, your answer is equal to 20,000. I would call this as method number 1. Instead of doing this in linear equation format, you can also take that from the options. Let me show that to you. If my option B is correct, since I already calculated it and I know option B is correct, then this 20,000, I'm going to do it in two parts. The first part, 12,000 on which I'm going to earn 10 percentage. So 12,000 may, if I'm earning 10 percentage, that means my interest amount is 1,200 rupees. Next, second amount on which I'm going to earn 20 percentage. If I earn 20% on 8,000, I'm going to get this value as 1,600. Total of these two would become 2,800. This 2,800 should be same as total investment ka 14 percentage. So 20,000 into 14%. If you are getting the same total 2,800, then what we took from options as option B 20,000, that is correct. Next, Reena buys a refrigerator worth of 25,000 in which she pays 5,000 upfront. This is a loan question where there are two methods of solving. First method, how much is the loan? Is it 25,000? No. He has already paid 5,000. That means the loan amount that we can consider is 20,000 rupee. To settle the remaining amount in 5 equal installments, the unpaid balance carries interest at 18% per annum compounded annually. Calculate how much is the annual installment, basically EAI. This is shortcut formula that we learned in the class. If you want to calculate how much is the annual installment, it will be loan amount divided by PBAF. How many? 5 years. For what percentage? 18 percentage. Simple calculation, 20,000 divided by. This is usually given in the question directly, which is 3.12717. If given also, you know how to calculate. You will take on the calculator 1.18 divided by equal to button for 5 times GT. We have done this lot of time in the class. You would end up getting 20,000 divided by 3.12717 is equal to 6395. This is there in option B. Option B is correct. This is method number 1 of doing calculation. Interesting question, I would say. A sum of money is lent at compound interest for 2 years at 20%. I don't know how much is that money. If I want to calculate that future value from this first investment, that would be P of 1 plus I whole power T. 1 plus I, 20 percentage, 0.2 whole to the power of 2 years. Do this calculation, you will get first future value as 1.2 whole square 1.44p. This is first time. He would get 482 rupees more if the interest was payable on half yearly. So the same investment, instead of keeping it for one full year, he keeps it at half yearly. This time, your rate of interest will not become 20 percentage. Half yearly means 20% divided by 2. You are going to get 10% or it is 0.1. And T number of times, earlier it was 2 years, correct? Now it will be 2 years into compounding 2 times, total it will become 4 times. Now in the second part, when I keep it for half yearly, my formula will be P of 1 plus I. 1 plus 0.1, 1.1 whole to the power of T. 1.1 power 4. Let's do it on calculator. 1.1 into equal to button for 3 times. 1.4641P. What are they telling in the question? The difference between these two future values, what you get from first versus what you get from second, that extra amount is 482 rupees. So if I do future value 1 minus future value 2, I should get the answer as 482. Let's do this. Future value 1, 1.4641p minus 1.44p is equal to 482. Do the subtraction on your calculator. Minus 1.44. I'm getting 0.0241p is equal to 482. If you want p value, 482 divided by this, I'm getting the answer as 20,000. So 20,000 is the amount that is kept. If you want, you can try this method too using option hitting method. That would take a lot of time because first you have to try on 10,000, next on 20,000, then on 17,500 and so on. Next, sinking fund is created. Any sinking fund question is annuity regular question. So your formula will be annuity is equal to P of 1 plus I whole power T minus 1 divided by I. It is created for 20 years time. If present cost is 8 lakh and after 20 years the cost would be 10 lakh, how much provision has to be made now out of the profit so that the sinking fund investments can earn some percentage per annum? The scrap value of the machine at the end of 20 years would be 2 lakh, given 1.7 power 20 is 3.8697. Let me start the calculation. Why I feel this question is interesting. Students in exam hall will not know what to take as A value or P value. They would end up taking P value as 8 lakh, which is wrong. Arey Baba, this present value is nowhere required when I'm doing sinking fund wala question. In sinking fund, my future value of the amount that I require will be, what is the total cost of that in the future? 10 lakh rupees. But out of 10 lakh, 2 lakh I'm going to get as my scrap value. So 10 lakh minus 2 lakh, in future to purchase that new machine, I need 8 lakh rupee. I'm repeating what I did. We are not considering present value. I know in this question, luckily they have given 8 lakh. So most of the students would consider 8 lakh, but where they take that 8 lakh in P value, that is wrong. You need to find some sinking fund amount required, total some future value is required. How much do you require? 10 lakh is needed to purchase the new machine, but 2 lakh rupee I'm going to get from this old machine ka scrap value. I need 10 lakh, 2 lakh I'm already getting. So how much I need in the future? 8 lakh rupees. This is the big chunk of money that I require. So A value 8 lakh is equal to P of 1 plus I they have given in the question as 7%, 1.07 whole to the power of t. For how many years am I waiting in order to replace the machinery? 20 years minus 1 divided by 0.07. Do this calculation, you will get your p value. Basically, if I take the calculator, they have only given 3.8697, but sometimes in the examination hall, this will be mistake. 1.07 into equal to button for 19 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Getting 3.8696. Correct. This value minus 1 divided by 0.07. I am getting, we call this as sinking fund factor. 40.9957 is equal to 8 lakh. So if I want P value, 8 lakh divided by this, divided by 8 lakh divided by equal to, I'm getting 19,514, which is there in my option number C. So the only mistake that students do is they do not know what to take as total future value amount. Next. The net asset value of the mutual fund is calculated at the end of financial year. When you go to CA intermediate, please remember your Subhadra Mam, because this net asset value mutual fund is your chapter in intermediate and CA final as well. Calculate compound annual growth rate. Compound annual growth rate, there are two ways to do this. Method number 1, CAGR formula will be last amount that's given in the question by first amount given in the question 100 whole to the power of 1 divided by period that you need. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 years period minus 1. Remember, you're not taking 1 by n 5 years. You're taking how much time it has taken for this growth. 4 years it has taken. So 200 last amount by 100 first amount to the power of 1 by 4 minus 1. How do you do power 1 by 4 on your calculator? Square root button for 2 times. So 200 by 100 is number 2. Press square root button 2 times. Square root, square root. See, I'm writing square root 2 times minus 1. I'm getting 0.189, which is nothing but 18.9 percentage, which is there in my option number B. This is one method of calculation. If you don't want to do it in this way, if in the exam hall you don't remember compound annual growth rate formula, then you can apply this method number 2. Method 2, I will apply future value formula is equal to what is the present value? 1 plus I whole power t. What is the future value that is going to become 200? What is the present value that is there? 100 rupee. 1 plus I whole to the power of t. T will be growth time, 1 year time, 2 year time, 3 year time, 4 years time. So t will be power 4. So 1 plus I whole power 4 is equal to 200 divided by 100 is equal to 2. When you take 100 to left hand side. If you want 1 plus I, take this power 4 to left hand side, you will get 1 by 4 in the power. Remember, power goes to left hand side, it will become 1 by 4. 2 power 1 by 4 is nothing but on your calculator, you take number 2 and press on square root button 2 times. You will get 1.189 is equal to 1 plus I. So if you want I value will be 1.189 minus 1, 0.189, which is 18.9 percentage. Option B is correct. Next question. There are multiple methods of answering this question, but I personally feel the method that we follow in CA intermediate level, that is the easiest method. First, we will write down how many years data is given in the question. The bond has to be 3 years bond is to be purchased. So, year 1, year 2, year 3. Now, what happens in these 3 years? I am going to get interest amount, which I call it as cash flow. How much is that interest? I do not know. Present value has to be calculated using two percentages. 10% is given and also the investor is going to get 14% return. See, when I say 3 years bond, point number one, since your accounts is already over, I'm getting 3 years ka interest. How much is that interest that I'm getting? 10%. So let me write that here. Interest of 10%, interest of 10%, interest of 10%. This free cash flow I have? No. The end of 3 years, you know accountancy concept. The company which has taken money from the investor should also return that full amount that it has collected. From you, if I have taken 1000 rupees as the bond, first year 10%, second year 10%, third year 10% interest I'll give. But is that it? No. Third year, when that bond matures, I should also repay the amount that I have collected you. So, third year, one more point will come, which is repayment of that principal amount. So, whatever is that value of the bond into 10% interest, value of the bond into 10% interest, value of the bond into 10% interest, whole value of that bond. These are the four payments that we get. What is the present value? We are going to take that using required rate of return, which is 14%. What is meant by required rate of return? You'll get clarity when you go to CA intermediate level. This is the level of inflation. This is the level at which market trades in the bond value, which is 14%. So what do I do with this 14%? Basically, on your calculator, you have to take 14%, 1.14 on the calculator, divided by, for first year, one time equal to button 0.877. Second year, another time equal to button 0.7694. Third year, another time equal to button 0.674. Ma'am, what did you do? I took 1.14 divided by equal to. If anyone has attended my class, you would remember we covered the same thing in net present value concept. Now, I want present value of that cash flow whose total has become 907.125. This is present value of that cash flow. So 10% of it 0.087p, 0.076p and 0.0674p. In the end, the third year present value will continue 0.674p. Total of these is going to fetch you 907. Calculator and start. 0.087 plus 0.076 plus 0.0674 plus 0.674. I am getting 0.9044p is equal to 907.125. If I p value, that will be 907.125 divided by 0.9044p. I'm getting the value as exact 1000, which is there in option B. This is the method that I taught for you in the class, because this is the same method that we followed even for NPV, net present value calculation. In case anyone remembers the technique which is there in ICAI material, we don't use this. Instead, we write a detailed formula, and the formula will be, for the first year, 10% divided by 1.14 plus 10% divided by second year 1.14 square plus third year 1.1 percentage divided by 1.14 cube plus fourth year p divided by 5.14 cube. This total is going to give you 907.15. If you can imagine, this table format, what I did is the formula single line format in your textbook. Next question. The present value of the annuity of 90,000 rupees for 13 years at 5.5 percentage is dash. Present value of annuity formula. Present value of annuity is equal to the annuity amount given in the question into 1 minus. Whenever it is present value, you take minus sign. How much percentage? 5.5 percentage. 1.055 to the power 13 years, correct? So we will take minus 13 divided by I, which is 0.055. Do this calculation, you would get your answer. Now, how to do whenever you have negative power like minus 13, on your calculator, you would take 1.055. This is in minus, that means division. It will be 1 divided by 1.055, correct? So, on the calculator, after taking 1.055, you will do divided by equal to button for 13 times. So, divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Whatever value you are getting, I am getting 0.4985. 1 minus this. So I'll do plus or minus sign plus 1. So 1 minus this, I'm getting 0.5041. So A value is equal to 90,000 of 1 minus 0.499 divided by 0.055. Just do this calculation. 0.504 divided by 0.055 into 90,000, I'm getting 8,20,540 odd. So option B is correct. This is very simple question. Instead of doing this, you can apply another technique that I taught in the class, which is finding equated annual installment. You can also apply that formula and taking equal annual installment amount as 90,000. You would get the answer. You have to find that whole loan amount in that formula, basically. Next. If 80,000 grows to rupees X in 3 years at compound interest compounded annually at 8% per annum, what is the value of X in rupees? Looks very difficult, but very simple question. Your principal is 80,000 in how many years? 3 years. The rate of interest I is equal to 8 percentage or R. They're asking you to calculate value of X. What is this X? This is the future value that they are asking using compound interest. Future value is P of 1 plus I whole power T, or P 80,000 1 plus I 8 percentage 0.8 1.08 power n 3 times. So take the calculator. 1.03 into equal to 2 times into 80,000 rupees. I am getting the value as into equal to button 2 times into 80,000. 1,776.96. Option A is correct. Simple question. You need to find future value using compound interest formula. Next. Value of compound interest if 30 lakh is deposited in a bank. This is the principal for 1 year. This is N value at 16 percentage. This is R. Compounded quarterly. Whenever it's a question of compounded quarterly, we always calculate I. I will be 16 percentage divided by 4 times quarterly compounding, and T will be 1 year into 4 times, which is equal to 4. 4 percentage and 4 times. Let's do the calculation. We want what is the value of compound interest. So CI formula is P of 1 plus I whole power T minus 1. This value will be P. 30 lakh rupees I am investing. 1.04 power 4 minus 1. Do this calculation. 1.04 into 123 equal to button minus 1 into 30 lakh. I am getting the value as 5,09,576. Option C is correct answer. Next. The total number greater than 2000 that can be formed using the digits. Beautiful question. Have they told a 4-digit number? You have to consider two cases. Case 1, where I'm taking a 4-digit number greater than 2000. Any 5-digit number like 10,000, 11,000, 12,000 will always be greater than 2000. So that would become my case 2, taking a 5-digit number. Two different cases are there. Either it can be a number from this case or it can be a number from this case, or that means you need to add the total number of ways that you are getting from these two. Let's start. I need a 4-digit number 1, 2, 3, 4, which is greater than 2000. That means my first digit, it can be 2345, it can be 3425, something like this. It cannot become 1. So apart from 1, all other numbers, I have 4 numbers here. So first digit, there are 4 ways. Let's imagine that I have put number 5 in the first case, in the first digit. There are 3 more digits, 4 more digits available. So it will become 4p3. If you understood what I did, first place, I cannot put number 1. Thing apart from that, from second place onwards, out of the remaining 4 digits which is left out, 3 places have to be filled up. 4 digits, say 3 digit, 4p3. Do this calculation, 4 into 4 into 3 into 2. 4p3 means 4 into 3 into 2, right? So this will become 16 into 6. Value is equal to 96 from case 1 and case 2. In case 2, I'm taking any 5-digit number, any 5-digit number, that will become 5p5. It is always greater than 2000. What is 5p5? 120. So your total will be 96 plus 120, 216. Different numbers you can form out of this. Easy questions. This had been done in previous year exam. Next, how many 3-digit number can be formed from these digits which are divisible by 5? Arey baba, chiller question. I need a 3-digit number, something that is divisible by 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Ending is always 5 or 0. Is there 0 in the question? No, ma'am. So, ending digit has to be 5. If ending digit is already fixed as 5, how many remaining digits are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 remaining digit, 2 empty places, 5p2. So, your answer will be 5 into 4, 20. Option B is correct. Next. In a meeting, there are 5 analysts, 2 consultants, 3 managers are seated. If the same profession must sit together, let's start. There are 5 analysts. Those 5 analysts can sit in 5 factorial ways. 3 consultants, 2 factorial ways. 3 managers, 3 factorial ways. And all of them are bundled together. Have one bundle, second bundle, third bundle. I repeat, 5 analyst bundle, 2 consultants bundle, 3 managers bundle. This bundle can be interchanged, no? Like this can come here, this can come here. 3 different bundles can be arranged in 3 factorial ways. This is the answer. What do you mean by 5 factorial? 120. 2 factorial 2. 3 factorial is 6. 3 factorial is 6. Do this calculation, 240 into 36. Your answer is 8640 base. Option B. This question is covered in additional question bank. Next. If the arithmetic mean of two numbers is 13, again we have done this question in class even under geometric central tendency chapter. Arithmetic mean of two numbers, arithmetic mean is given as a plus b divided by 2. Value is equal to 13. What do I mean by a plus b? 2 13s are 26. Next, geometric mean of two numbers is 12. What do you mean by geometric mean? Root of AB value is equal to 12. Square on both the sides. AB value. Square and square root gets cancelled out. 144. 12 ka square. I have these two. Find the difference between two numbers. Time for us to jump for equations chapter. If you want to find A minus B whole square, what is the formula? A plus B the whole square minus 4AB. This is the generic rule that we have learnt in equations chapter. I want to find difference ka square. Let's start with this. What is addition square? 26 square. 26 into equal to, I'm getting 676. 4 into what is AB? 144. So 4 times 144, 576. So 656 minus 576, I'm getting the value as 100. What is 100? Difference square is 100. They are just asking me difference. What is A minus B value? Square root of 100, which is equal to 10. Option B. You can either try like this. In our ICAI material, they were asking what are the values of A and B. Now they are asking what is the difference between A and B. Next. The third term of geometric progression is phi. What is the product of first 5 terms? Whenever 3 terms are there in GP, we take A by R, A and AR. I hope you remember this because when I do the product, R and R gets cancelled out. I can easily find the middle term. When 5 terms are in GP, we take A by R square, AR square. Now count. If you go on multiplying common ratio R, going to get the geometric progression out of this. This multiplication is dash is the question. Out of this, third term is given in the question as phi. So it will be phi by R square, phi by R, phi into phi R into phi R square. I cancel R square, I cancel R and R. What is left out is phi power 5, which is option A. Next, a GP series contains 2 n terms. If the sum of first n terms occupying the odd places is S1 and those on even places is S2, then the common ratio of the progression array, this is very simple. The even places, whatever is there, divided by odd places, because if you can just imagine any GP like 1, 2, 4, etc. Whenever you have to find common ratio R, that is what they are asking in the question. It's always second term divided by first term, correct? Now, if S1 is the odd one, S2 is the even one. Obviously, if you have to find the common ratio, just divide these two. This is the shortcut to find the answer. There is another method where you apply S2 formula under GP. A into R power n minus 1 by R minus 1. Next, S1 formula, same. A into R power n minus 1 by R minus 1. Cancel them and then you find the answer by division. That is method number 2. Waste of time. It is simply S2 divided by S1. Next. The sum to infinity is dash. Again a GP series. Sum to infinity is given by the formula A divided by 1 minus R. A value is my first term 1 by 2. R value second term divided by first term. Let me do it here. R will be second term divided by first term. If anyone does not know how to do the fraction, numerator into denominator goes to numerator, it will become 2 divided by 1, which is nothing but 1 divided by 3. 2 ones are 2 threes are 6, correct? So it will be 1 minus 1 by 3. Ma'am, what did you do? I replaced R value with 1 by 3 that I found. Now do the calculation. What is 1 minus 1 by 3? 2 by 3. You need to subtract these two. You'll get the value as 2. 1 by 2 by 2 by 3. What is there in the denominator? Take the reciprocal, goes to numerator. 1 by 2 into 3 by 2. Your answer will be 3 divided by 4, which is option C. Next. Beautiful, interesting question. Most of the students might not understand what is this if you did not attend. Composite functions. This is f of g of x given in the question. And what do you mean by this? Function of g of x, which is given in the question as 2x plus 3. So basically, in my f of x, wherever there is x value, I need to replace it with 2x plus 3. Start. I'm going to get a very big one. Something square plus 3 into this minus 1. If you can understand now, this is my f of x formula. And in this, wherever there is x, I'm going to replace it with 2x plus 3. It will become 2x plus 3, 2x plus 3 from f of x ka formula. So this will be 2x plus 3. Your answer will be, square this. A plus b the whole square will be a square plus 2ab plus b square. So I substituted plus 3 2s are 6x plus 9 minus 1. Now plus 9 will become plus 18. Next 6x and 6x Let me erase this. Someone who is watching will think that I have made a mistake. Okay. 9 plus 9 is 18 minus 1 will become 17. Plus 17 is there only in option B and C. Next, this will be 12x. Next, 4x square. This is there in. Did I miss out any other x term? No, right? So it has to be, my bad. 2ab value is going to become 12x plus 6x, 18x. So the correct answer for this question is option B. Next, find the value of f of 1 by x. Interesting question again. One more question under composite, where wherever there is x value, I'm going to replace that x value with 1 by x now. So function of, I'll take 1 plus 1 divided by, instead of x, I'm going to replace the value with 1 by x. So function of, all I did was replace this value. Be careful. Take the LCM now. LCM of this, when you take to the numerator, 1 divided by 1 by x is equal to 1 plus x. Now, where do you put this 1 plus x? Here. So, this will be 1 plus 1 divided by, in x, I'm replacing the value with 1 plus x now. And that would be, take the LCM, 1 plus x plus 1 divided by 1 plus x. Basically, x plus 2 divided by x plus 1. This is my option B. Very simple question. Remember only one thing, that wherever there is x in the first step, you replace that x value with 1 by x value. Next, take this denominator to numerator, it will become x. Replace this in my function x formula. After replacement, I'm going to get the answer. Composite function. Next, if f of x is undefined at x is equal to 5, what must be assigned to f of 5 if f of x is continuous at x is equal to 2? Usually, till now in examination, in last 7 years, they never asked continuous functions ka question. But unfortunately for you, they have asked. Instead of asking the question directly to find the limit, this time they have asked indirectly by telling that x is continuous at x value is equal to 5. Basically, to find if it is continuous or not, we apply limit to this question by taking x value as 5. So I need to find limit of x square minus 25 by x minus 5. You might remember me doing this in class. If your denominator becomes 5 minus 5, just replace x value with 5. 5 minus 5 becomes 0. Anything by 0 is not defined in maths. What do we do? Factorize. Factorization would be a square minus b square formula, a plus b into a minus b, x square minus 5 square formula, divided by x minus 5. So we cancel x minus 5, x minus 5. What is left out is limit x tends to 5, x plus 5. What do you do in the next step? Let me write one more step. Limit x tends to 5, x plus 5. Whenever you get this step, all you have to do is replace this x value with 5. Your answer will become 5 plus 5 value is equal to 10. So answer for this question is option C. Next. Beautiful, beautiful question. I think they have picked this question from 12th standard examination. Similar question is asked. First, let us do some working notes and then let's come back to the question. My working note 1. Do you recognize this symbol? This is meant by finding derivative. Find derivative of this function. This is a composite function. E power x is there, x square is also there. So your answer will be, what is derivative of e power x? E power x. Derivative of e power x square? E power x square. Into derivative of x square, x power n plus 1 divided by, so n into x power n minus 1, 2 into x power 2 minus 1. I hope everyone understood what I did. Now, do you all recognize this part is nothing but my f of x only? So, my derivative of the function will be f of x into 2x. Remember this. What happens in this part of the question? They are asking you to find derivative. What did we find derivative? F of x into 2x minus again f of x into 2x. So same thing minus same thing, value is going to become 0. This is my first part. This part is completed. Second part, they are asking you to find f of 0. Let me take another working note now. F of 0. All that I have to do is, in this, wherever there is x, replace the value with 0. It will become 3 into e power 0 square. 0 square is 0. Anything power 0, value is equal to 1. So it will be 3 ones are 3. So after this part, my next step would be, just a minute. Arey yaar. This part, this minus the same thing minus same thing, value will become 0. Next, f of 0, I'm going to replace the value with 3. 1 by 6 into 3 minus, I need to replace in this derivative x value as 0. Let's start. Drawing from here, in the derivative of the x value becomes 0. Function of 0 into 2 times of 0. Function of 0, I got the value as 3. 2 times of 0, 0 into 2 is a 0. So this value is 0 basically. So minus 0. If you understood what happened, I have 3 ones are 3 divided by 6. Your answer is 1 by 2 or 0.5. Option C is correct. Very interesting question. Next question. From set relation function chapter, first they are asking what is intersection of B and C? What is common between B and C? Number 5, number 5. So this is equal to 5. A cross this, A cross B intersection C. First element I have to take from set A. Second element I have to take from phi. First element I have to take from set A. Second element I have to take as phi. So this is there in my option D. Next, the cost function is given as this, where x denotes the output. Find the level of output at which average cost is minimum. And that's the question they have given me, total cost. From total cost, if I have to find average cost is minimum, I have to find derivative of the total cost. But I can further simplify this. The simplified format would be, I can observe that x is there in every term, divided by x, it will become 600 minus 10x plus x square divided by 2. Ma'am, what did you do? Nothing, just divided everything by x so that I can simplify it. To call average cost as minimum, you need to find derivative dy by dx of the total cost. Derivative of 600 is 0. Derivative of any cost is, any constant is 0, minus derivative of 10x is 10, derivative of 5x is 5, derivative of 3x is 3, plus 1 by 2 into, array, you need to take the scalar multiple outside, 1 by 2 outside. Derivative of x square, n into x power n minus 1, 2 into x power 2 minus 1. 2 and 2 gets cancelled out. Your answer will be minus 10 plus x. Or if I move this, when I say average cost is 0, derivative value will become 0. If I take this minus 10 to left hand side, it will become 10. So x value is 10. The correct option for this question is option C. Next. The cost of production of the item is given like this, where x is the number of items produced. If the average cost and marginal cost are equal, average cost is equal to marginal cost, what is the quantity of item to be produced? Total cost is given to you in the question. First, you find average cost. Average cost will be total cost divided by number of units. Number of units is x. So divide all of these by x, you will get your average cost as 50 minus 5x plus x square divided by 6. Ma'am, what did you do? Total cost divided by x will give me average cost. First, I found that. In the question, they have given that is equal to marginal cost. Now, what do you mean by marginal cost? It is derivative of total cost, dy by dx. So, I need to find derivative of the total cost now. Derivative of 50x is equal to derivative of 10x is 10, 5x is 5, 50x is 50 minus 5 into derivative of x square, n into x power n minus 1, 2 into x power 2 minus 1 plus 1 by 6 scalar multiple 1 by 6, take it outside, derivative of x cube, n into x power n minus 1, 3 into x power 3 minus 1. Cancel what all you can cancel. 3 ones are, 3 twos are. So, in the next step I have plus 50 minus 50 gets cancelled out. Cancel it. Minus 5x plus x square divided by 6 is equal to minus 10x plus 1 by 2 x square. Take all the x terms to one side. I would say you would get the value as 10x comes to this side. 10x minus 5x is equal to 5x is equal to half x square minus x square by 6. Let's write it here. Half x square minus 1 by 6 x square. You can either take the LCM now. It will become 6 is the LCM, which is the biggest number. So it will become 3x square minus x square divided by 6. After this, in the next step, check. I have 5x is equal to 2x square divided by 6. Take 6 to left hand side. 5 6 are 30x is equal to 2x square, or take x squares to one side, x square divided by x, numbers to another side, 30 divided by 2. So 1x will get cancelled. X value is equal to 15. Correct option for this question is option B. Next. Didn't we do this question? It's already done, correct? Next question. Definite integration question. Till now, there never has been any examination where definite integration question is not asked. You need to find first integration of 2x square will be 2 into integration of x square, x power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 minus integration of x cube, x power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. So we did the integration. Now put upper limit and lower limit as 1 and 0. All you have to do in the next step, in this entire expression, replace wherever there is x value with 1. Let's start. 2 into what is 1 cube 1 divided by 3 minus what is 1 power 4 1 divided by 4. Ma'am, what did you do? First I replace the entire value with 1 minus, I have to replace entire value with 0 now. Now 2 into 0 is 0. 0 power 4 is 0. So I can simply ignore. I'm getting 0 minus 0 here. Simply ignore it. Your answer will become butterfly technique. 3 4s are 12. 4 2s are 8. Minus 3 1s are 3. Your answer is 5 divided by 12. Simple question. Option D is correct answer. Next. Find the odd man out. There are two techniques of doing this question. 7, 11, 13, 15, 19, 23. You can check that this is plus 4 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 4. Something of this format. But when I do 13 plus 4, I'm not getting the value as 15. So 15 is odd man out. Something seems wrong in this method, because even further when I do, 15 plus 2, I'm not getting 19. 19 plus 4, I'm getting 23. So there are dual answers. So method number 2, you can simply identify which is prime number in this category. Here, I get to know 7, 11, 13, 19, 23, all are prime numbers except 15, which is the composite number. So 15 is the correct answer for this. Next. Which of the following is odd man out? When I take CEHL and I try to identify the pattern, I'm getting plus 2, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Plus 2, plus 3, plus 4. Check for next. K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. So plus 2, plus 3, plus 4. Plus 2, plus 3, plus 4. Whole square for 3 of them. N, P S V M N O P Q R S P U V. It is not plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. It is plus 2 plus 3 plus 3. So this is odd manner. Next. In a certain language, monkey is written like this. How is puzzle written in that language? When I try to decode Monkey, monkey, as Nojfx, I get that this is of the pattern plus 1 minus 1. NOP minus 1 plus 1 minus 1. So the pattern is plus 1 minus 1. Start for puzzle as well. P plus 1 is Q. O U minus 1 is equal to T. Z plus 1 is A. Z minus 1 is Y. So I want A by, which is there in option B. Plus 1 minus 1 pattern, easy question. Next, what is the next term? Addition series, because when you observe, the number is not increasing in a very large way. 17, 31, 49, 71. Check this out. Plus 6, plus 10, plus I can say 14, plus 18, plus 20. To find the difference between the numbers, 6 plus 4, 10 plus 4, 14 plus 4. Next, plus 4 has to become 26. So what is 71 plus 26? Your answer is 97. Option A is correct. Next, in a certain code, paint is written like this, except chiller question. You just have to do match the following. PA means 74. T means 8. So it will be 748. I know option A, option C are wrong. Next, I is there in paint and I's value is equal to 1. Next, N value is there in paint, value is equal to 2. E is there in accept and the value is equal to 9. T is there in paint again. So 7481928. 928 is there in option D. Next, find the next term in the series. I think we completed this question just now. Next, a boy is facing east. For this, you should know the directions north, east, south, west. A boy is facing east direction. He turns to his right and goes for 20 meters. Okay, if this is the starting point, which I consider as A, he turns to his right and goes for 20 meters. Again, he goes to his left, south, and left turn. Be careful. This is the left turn, 20. Again, he turns to his right, goes for 20. Again, he turns to his right and goes for 40. So, this is right 40. Again, he goes to his right turn. This is the right turn 40. So, if this is the starting point, this is the ending point I call as Z. Question is, to original position, in which direction is he? That means if someone stands in the original position, which is the midpoint, in which direction is he? He is in west direction. Option B is correct. Next, Mr. ABC started walking down a road in the evening time facing the sun. Where does the sun face in the evening time? In the west direction. So, you start in west direction. After walking for a distance, he turned to his left. Left would be south. After that, he turned to his right. Right would be this direction after south turn. In which direction is he facing now? This direction would be west direction. Next, Mr. Q walks 20 kilometer north. We'll take this as the starting point, 20 kilometer north. Then 14 kilometers south, wherever. 14 kilometers south. Then he walks 8 kilometer to east. Like this, he went for 8. How far is he from starting point? That means if this is the Z, doesn't this look like a Pythagoras theorem right angle triangle where this distance will be 20 minus 14 is equal to 6. 6, 8 is there. So Pythagoras theorem, AZ square, hypotenuse square is 6 square plus 8 square, sum of squares of other two sides, which is equal to 100. So if AZ square is equal to 100, what is the value of AZ? Square root of 100, 10 kilometer. Next question. If west is replaced with the northeast, beautiful question. North, east, south, west. Let's also draw our subordinate directions: northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest. If west is replaced with northeast, imagine if you have a book, just turn the book and replace the position. Which south will be in which direction? Let's start. West is replaced with northeast now. That means everything else will also be replaced, correct? If west is replaced, the next one will be north, next one will be northwest, next is west, next will be southwest, next is south, next will be southeast, and next will be east. You just take them. Remember, we always go in clockwise direction. It always has to go like this. So if northeast, after that it will become north. So the question is, what will south become? South will become northwest. Option B is correct. Next, a man drives 10 kilometers towards north. From there, okay, starting point 10 kilometers towards north. From there, he turns right and drives for 3 kilometers. From there, he takes a right turn and drives for 6 kilometers. How far is he and in which direction? Direction I know. This is the ending point, that is northeast direction. So I know that option C and D are gone. How far is he? We'll draw a parallel line. That will become 3. We know if this is 10 and he came back 6, balancing figure will be 4. If I want AZ square, Pythagoras theorem again, that will be sum of the squares of other two sides. 16 plus 9, 25 is AZ square. AZ value is square root of 25, which is equal to 5 kilometers northeast. Next, A, B, C, D, E are sitting on a bench. Good question. I think this question is covered in our class. A is sitting next to B. Okay, if A is sitting next to B, C is sitting next to D. Done. D is not sitting with E, who is in the left corner. E is in the left corner. C is second position from the right. From the right, we call this as right side. From the right, I know that C is in second position, correct. A is to the right side of B. Even this is correct. A, C are together. Even this is correct. Which position is B sitting? You can observe that B is in between of E and A. Option C is correct. Next one. 6 friends, PQRSTU, are sitting around a hex. Next question. 6 friends are sitting around hexagonal table. Hexagon means it has 6 sides like this. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And are facing the center of the hexagon. P is sitting second to the left of U. Wherever you place U, let's place U like this. This direction, if everyone is facing towards the center, the left direction would be where my left hand goes. So it is in this direction. P is second to the left. This is first, this is second. Next, Q is neighbor of R and S. When we say someone is neighbor of R and S, that person is in the middle. So Q is neighbor of R and S. T is second to the left of S. So wherever there is T, first, second, left direction. This direction is known as left direction. Which person is sitting opposite to S? Who is sitting opposite to S? P. Option B. Simple question. We had covered this question in examples of our class. Next. 5 friends PQRSTU are sitting in a row facing north side, T and Q. Okay. So S is sitting between TQ. Q is immediate left of R. P is immediate left side of T. Who is sitting on the extreme left end? P is sitting on extreme left. Next. In a line, let me draw that line for you. If this is a line in which people are sitting, A is 12th from the left end. Let's start. This is the point. This is the 12th person, and that is A for you. From left side, before A, there are 11 more people. Next, B is sitting 20th from the right. Let's draw one more line. This is known as right. From the right side, 20th person is B. So we will place B here, and remember, B is 20th from the right. Now, you need to check the next information. B and always refers to first person mentioned in that sentence. B is fifth to the left of A. I have A. First to the left, second to the left, third to the left, fourth to the left, fifth to the left of A is B, which means before B, if B is fifth to left direction, this is known as left direction. Count how many people are sitting before B. Let's start. Before B. Remember, A is 12th, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. B is 7th. Before B, how many people are there? 6 people are there before B. Now, count from B and after B in the right side direction, there are 20 more people as given in the question. So, B and after B, how many are there? There are 20 more. Total, how many are there? That's the question. How many people are there in the total? 20 people are there. Now, where do students make mistake in this question? They count B twice. They count from here also 7th person, correct? They just do 12 minus 5. B is 7th person and then they count 20 persons after that. Array, you can't do. 12th person is A, 5th person before that means 7th person is B, before B, 6 more people, B and after B, 20 more people, total becomes 26. Next. PQRST, you are 6 members in a family. Your favorite chapter in logical reasoning, I know most of the students hate this chapter. R is spouse of Q. Whenever we say spouse, husband-wife relation, we use double-headed arrow mark. So R is spouse of Q. U is mother of T and S is daughter of U. Okay. There is someone known as U who is mother of T. Mother means female. S is also another daughter. S is daughter. That means this is female. S is daughter of that U. T's daughter is T. So if the daughter has to be born, they have to be married couple. Who is that male person? P. So P's daughter. That means even this is female. P's daughter is T. S son is, oh sorry, R's son is P. There are two married couple. Yes, this is first couple, this is second couple. Two married couple. Which of the following is correct? Array, this is grandparents relation, this is parents relation, grandchildren. There are two granddaughters. So, P is granddaughter of Q. That is correct. Next. Pointing to a photograph of a boy. This is the question covered in ICAI material. Size questions. There is a photo. Pointing to this photograph of a boy, Suresh said. Who said? Suresh said. He is only son of my mother. Now, whenever you have this quotation wala questions, you always start from last part of the sentence. My mother. Who is speaking? Suresh is speaking. My mother means Suresh mother. Next, go back. Only son of my mother. Suresh, mother's only son will be Suresh only. So I can read this part of the sentence as Suresh. Next, son of Suresh. This person who is sitting in the photograph, he is son of Suresh. Who is Suresh? How is Suresh related to this boy? This boy comes out of the photograph. What will he call Suresh as? Suresh will become father. Option C is right. Next, A and B are sisters. Okay, typical ICI material question. Both are female. B is wife of C. Okay, there is some husband-wife relationship also. B and C are married couple. D is son of E. There is some E. D is the son, male person. F is daughter of B. Okay, this married couple has a daughter, female child. Next, G is husband of A. Okay, these two are married. This is G. So, E is father of B. E is the father. Now, if you can imagine, this father, male person, has 3 children now. A, B, and D. Question is, who is brother of B? For B, this is female. Sister, for B, this is male. Brother. So, answer for this question will become D. Male child is D. Brother. Next. A is son of C. A is son of C, male person. C and Q are sisters. Okay. C and Q both are sisters. Both are female, female. Z is mother of Q. Okay. One more. Z is the mother, female. P is son of Z. There's one more. P, who is the son, male person. Which of the following statements is correct? That P is maternal uncle of A. You take from A's perspective, C is the parent of A. For parent, this will become aunt for A. And this will become uncle. And Z will become grandparent. Question is, how is P related? P is uncle. How? From mother's side. So, maternal uncle of A. That is correct. Next question. This question is also covered in ICI material only. Plus means father, minus means wife, into means brother, Division means daughter. So you need to decode this. While decoding it, just take two relations at a time. A into D. What do you mean by into? Brother. So D is brother of A. Brother means male person. Next, E plus F. What do you mean by plus? Father. E is father of F. Father, male person. Which of the following is true? First one. D is father of F. No, D becomes uncle. Next, D is grandfather of F. Chancellor. D is uncle of F. Correct. So option C is correct. Next, during the tabular presentation of data, dash is the upper part of the table. Now, if you remember parts of the table, if I put a heading here, that heading column, subcolumn, title, etc. is known as box head. So option B is correct. Box head. Next, frequency density of the class interval is given as, first of all, get your basics right. Frequency can be for a class, it can be for a class interval. So you can never ever say frequency of the class length. That term will never come. You cannot say frequency of the class frequency. But the term will not come. Frequency of the class frequency. Again, this term will not come. Frequency comes for a particular class interval. So it is frequency of the class interval divided by frequency of class length. So frequency density is class frequency divided by width of the class. Width or length is nothing but option B is correct. Next, on dash, the frequency starting from rather a low value gradually becomes maximum. If you can imagine a graph, there is a small frequency, it becomes maximum in the central part. Again, it gradually decreases. This is what kind of curve? Bell-shaped curve. Option A is correct. Next, the diagrammatic representation of cumulative frequency. I don't know how many times we have done this question even in our quiz. Ogive is known as cumulative frequency distribution. Next, a market researcher divides the city. I would consider this as important question. This is one of the applications that they have asked and it's not there in ICAI material. Beautiful question to understand whether you guys actually understand the concept or you're just by hearting from ICAI material. Market researcher divides the city into 5 regions. So there is a city, let's imagine my city, Bengaluru. This Bengaluru right now is divided between west, east, central, north, and south. So we divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 different regions. And one important sentence is there is maximum variation between the regions. This means the regions are heterogeneous. If anyone knows areas of Bangalore, there is MG Road, Indranagar, those are posh. Then we have old Bangalore regions like Baswan, Gudi, etc., which are more traditional. So they are heterogeneous in nature. Whenever it is heterogeneous in characteristic, what is divided? These groups are known as strata. And this type of sampling is known as stratified sampling. So correct option for this question is option C, stratified sampling. Beautiful question. Next. In stratified sampling, when the strata varies differently, then we take the Neyman's allocation where sample size is proportional to sample standard deviation. This question is there even in ICAI material. I think it is the second or the third question from the exercise. Next, dash type of sampling depends entirely on the discretion or the judgment. Which sample I want, only that I will pick. This is known as recursive sampling, non-probability sampling. Next, which of the following sampling methods is completely free from any type of bias? Now, what do you mean by free from bias? Any person in that sample has the equal chance of being included. Suppose there are 50 students in a class and I do simple random sampling of picking them. In that case, there is equal chance for everyone and there is no bias. So, answer for this question would become simple random sampling, which is option B. Next, according to Dash, if the sample is fairly large in size drawn from the population under discretion, this is the second law that we discussed in the class, law of statistical regularity, where the more and more larger sample you draw, then the average characteristic of that sample will be same. This question is from ICI material exercise question. Next, if the mean of 5 observations is given as 125, How do you calculate arithmetic mean? You need to add up all of them. X. There are 5 times x plus 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So when you add 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, you would get 25 divided by n. N value is equal to 5. Remember, n is 5. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 observations, and these are my observations. Add them up, divided by n, which is summation x by n. That value is given as 125. Now cross multiply. 5 into 125. 125 5s are, I would get 625 is numerator part, 5x plus 25. So 5x value is equal to, take this 25 to right hand side, it will become 600. X value is equal to 600 divided by 5. Your answer is 120, which is option D. Very simple question. Next, in two groups, unit 1 has 700 people with monthly salary of 2,500. They're asking you to calculate combined arithmetic mean. X double bar. What is the formula? N1 x1 bar plus, what is N1? 700 people. X1 bar 2,500. Let's start. 700 into 2,500 plus N2 x2 bar. 650 people with 2,750. 650 into 2,750 divided by N1 plus N2. Total of this plus this 1,350. Let's do this calculation. I'm getting the numerator value after this multiplication addition as 35,37,000 divided by 1350. The final answer is 2620 point something. So you can ignore that point. Combined arithmetic mean is 2620. Next. So arithmetic mean is 21. Are a most important question. There never has been any exam where empirical relationship between mean, median, mode is not asked. Mode is equal to 3 times median minus 2 times mean. Let's start. 3 times of median minus 2 times of mean. Guarantee your value will be more than 25. So this and this are wrong. Either it is 31 or 33. Why? Median is always in the middle. So 21 is a lesser number. Your answer will be greater than 21. Take the calculator. 75 minus 41. Your answer will become 34. 75 minus 42. Your answer will become 75 minus 42. 33 is the answer. Next. 8 persons PQRSTU VW. I have drawn 8 persons in a circular table. Facing the center, 2 persons sit between Q and W. So wherever I place Q and W, suppose this is Q and this is W, 2 empty places are there in between. Next, V sits to the immediate left of W. If W is facing like this direction is known as left side where V sits. Next, 3 persons sit between S and T. Wherever you want, you place S, 1, 2, 3, and then you can place T over there. R sits to the left of T. So we will place R so that R comes on the left direction. U is not the neighbor of P. Okay. We have U and P over here. There are 2 persons between P and Q. Okay. This is P. This is U. So that there is a person in between. Which of the following statements is correct? That first one, Q sits to the immediate right side. No, this is wrong. Next, one person sits between P and S. No, this is wrong. Next, one person sits between S and U. Yes. This option is correct. Option C is correct. And the last one, 3 persons sit between Q and R. No, there is only one person between Q and R. Calculate combined sample standard deviation. Whenever they are asking combined standard deviation, let me write the formula here. Combined standard deviation is equal to square root of sigma x square plus sigma y square. So if you are taking square root of 5 square plus 6 square, square root of 61, you are not going to get any of these answers. Why? Because that is combined standard deviation of the population. Here they are asking combined standard deviation of the sample. So the formula that you should apply is combined sample. To find the standard deviation, let's first find variance. Variance formula would be N1 of sigma 1 square plus D1 square, N2 of sigma 2 square plus D2 square divided by N1 plus N2. Now, what is this D1 and D2? First, we have to find combined standard deviation. Something between 55 and 60 will be our combined arithmetic mean. So, x double bar, combined arithmetic mean after calculation, n1 x1 bar plus n2 x2 bar by n1 plus n2. When I do that calculation, I am getting the value as 57. After this, you find D1. D1 will be combined standard deviation and this x1 are ka difference. So, 57 and 55 ka difference is equal to 2. D2 will be T7 and 60 ka difference, which is equal to 3. Ignore all the negative signs. Now apply the formula. What is N1 value? 30 or sigma 1 square 25 pi square plus D1 square 2 square, which is equal to 4, plus N2 value is equal to 20 of sigma 2 square 6 square 36 plus D2 square 3 square, which is equal to 9. Remember, if there is any negative value, you are ignoring that negative value, divided by n1 plus n2, which is equal to 50. Total of these two. Take the calculator and work out. You are going to get the answer as 35.4025. But what is this? This is the variance that I calculated. Just put square root and square root for these. You will get your combined standard deviation. The value becomes 5.95, which is equal to option A. Generally, they never asked till now from a decade. Combined sample standard deviation. This time it came in exam. Next, if the relationship between x and y is given by this. First step, calculate b. Apart from y, move everything to other side. So you have 5x minus 15. Apart from y, move everything else. That means even 3 you need to move. It will become 5 divided by 3x, 15 divided by 3. This is known as my b value. What is there along with x? Range of x is given. What is range of y? Range of y is given by the formula modulus b into range of x. Range modulus b 5 by 3. Range of x 24. Do the calculation. You will get 3 ones are 3 eights are 8 5s are 40. Option D is correct. Next. If two variables x and y are related by this equation and mean deviation are given like this, coefficient of mean deviation of y. This question is there in ICAI material also, correct? They are asking coefficient of mean deviation of y. Coefficient of mean deviation of y is given as mean deviation of y divided by y bar into 100. So I need to find mean deviation of y. What have they given in the question? Mean deviation of x is given in the question as 0.4. In order to find, let me take this as working note. Working note 1 would be mean deviation of y. How do you calculate that? Modulus b into mean deviation of x. For finding modulus b, apart from y, move everything to other side. You have 4y is equal to 7 minus 3x. Y is equal to 7 by 3 minus 7 by 4 minus 3 by 4x. What is there along with x is known as your b value, which is 3 by 4. Modulus mean deviation is given as 0.4. Cancel them. 1s are 0.1s are. 3 into 0.1, you will get the value as 0.3. So I got to know my numerator mean deviation value 0.3 divided by denominator. Denominator is easy. This is from central tendency. An equation is given to you. In this equation only, where there is x, replace the value with 1.2. So if I want arithmetic mean of y, for this calculation, I am taking 3 into arithmetic mean of x value is given as 1.2 plus 4y minus 7 is equal to 0. So if I want 4y, that value will be 3 into 1.2, 3.67. I'm getting the value as 3.4 when it goes to right hand side. So y value is equal to 3.4 divided by 4, 0.85. So denominator will be 0.85 into 100. Do this calculation, 0.3 by 0.85 into 100, you are getting 35.3. Similar question is there in your textbook, but there the answer comes down to be 12. Easy question only. Next, two variables are related like this. If mode of x is given, find mode of y. Simple question. Wherever there is x, replace with x mode. Wherever there is y, replace with y mode. Minus 3 is equal to 0. In place of x, you are replacing the value as 15. 15 2s are 30 minus 3y minus 3 is 0. You will get 27 minus 3y is 0. 3y is equal to 27, or y value is 27 divided by 3. Value is equal to 9. Miss Radhika appeared in an interview at 3 different companies. Go to the last statement. What is the probability that Radhika would be selected? What is the chance that there are 3 companies she gets selected either in 1 or in 2 or in 3? The only other way where she is not selected at all, probability of not getting selected anywhere. If you remove of that chance, there is probability left where she is selected. So 1 minus, what is the probability of not getting selected in company A? There are 5 candidates. She is not selected means 4 others are selected, 4 out of 5. Go to company B, 12 candidates are there. She should not be selected means 11 out of 12 are selected. Go to company C, 15 candidates are there. She should not be selected means 14 others can be selected. 14 divided by 15. Do this calculation, you would get your answer. 1 minus probability of not selecting her, give you probability of the selection. And this will be 154 divided by 225 after calculation, where you simplify 4 ones are, 4 threes are, etc. Your answer will be 71 divided by 225. Basically, option D is correct. Next. Odds in favor of Mr. A solving the problem is 5 is to 7. Odds against B is 9 is to 6. What is the probability that problem is solved? This was asked in previous year examination. We did this question in class. Now I want problem to be solved, which means either A can solve or B can solve or both A and B can solve. 3 different cases are there. So method 1, you can either select that, or you can just do 1 minus probability of not solving, just like the previous Radhika question that we solved. When will you say it is not solved? When both A will not solve and B will not solve. Probability of A not solving is 7 out of 12 cases. This is odds. Probability of A solving 5 by 12, A not solving 7 by 12. Next, B. Probability of not solving is 9 divided by total 15. Probability of solving 6 by 15, not solving is 9 by 15. Do this calculation, you will get 9 sevens are 63 divided by 180. Take the LCM and do the calculation. You will get 117 divided by 180. Option A is correct. So, calculate coefficient of quartile deviation, median, quartile, decile, percentile. What is the first step? First, arrange the given data in ascending order. Let's start. We call it as array, where you arrange the data in ascending order: 11, 22, 33, 55, 65, 88, and 98. I hope I have not missed anything. When count the number of terms, do not apply q1 is equal to n plus 1 by 4th value, q3 is equal to 3 times of n plus 1 by 4th value. Don't waste your time in exam. Whenever odd number of observations are given, the middlemost term that you can see, that will become your q2. And this will be q1, this will be q3. Simple question, correct? Now apply coefficient of quartile deviation formula, q3 minus q1 by q3 plus q1 into 100 if required, will be 88 minus 22 divided by 88 plus 22. Basically 66 divided by 110 into 100. Take this on the calculator, you will get the coefficient value as 60. Remember, you have to always keep coefficient value in terms of percentage. So it will be 60 percentage. Ideally, even 0.6 can become correct if you don't multiply by 100. ICAI technically should not have given such question. Next. If arithmetic mean of two numbers is this, harmonic mean is this, what is geometric mean? Simple. Geometric mean is square root of arithmetic mean into harmonic mean. We call this as empirical relationship between mean, median, mode. Your answer will be square root of 64 into 16. What is square root of 64? 8. What is square root of 16? 4. 8 fours are 32 is your answer. Next. The quality control inspector finds that 20% of the light bulbs are defective. This question, either you can solve it using probability or using binomial distribution. Remember, whenever we find the term defective, this is binomial distribution question. what is the probability that exactly one bulb is defective? So we are going to take X value as 1. 20% of the bulbs are defective. That means P value we are going to take as 0.2. So Q value will be 0.8. In a batch of 5 bulbs, so N is always greater than X, equal to X. So to find the probability, formula that you will apply is NCX P power X Q power N minus X. And the value will be 5C1 P 0.2 power 1 Q 0.8 power N minus 1, which is 5 minus 1, which is equal to 4. Solve this on the calculator. 0.8 into equal to button for 3 times into 0.2 into 5C1 value is 5. I am getting the value as 0.4096. Remember, this value is equal to 5 into 0.2 into this. Option A is correct. Next. Tickets are numbered from 1 to 20. We have done such type of questions in class. You need to find multiples of 3. Multiples of 3 in between these will be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 and 18. Multiples of 5 in between these will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total 6 cases are here. It will be 5, 10, 15, which is 3 cases in total. Total is becoming 9 cases. Out of how many are there? 20. So your probability of finding something in between them will be 9 by 20, which is option D. Next. Ma'am, why can't we consider 20? Number 1 to 20, you need to find something which is multiple of 3 or 5. Remember, 15 is getting repeated here. Don't consider both. You can take 20. So, ignoring this, I'm having 3. Next. If 2 dice are rolled, find the probability of getting a number greater than 1 on first die, and the sum should be equal to 7. Sum is equal to 7. I have 1, 6, 2, 5, 3, 4, 4, 3, 5, 2 and 6, 1. Maximum number that can come in dice is 1 to 6. Total, how many cases are there? 6 cases are there. Out of this, they want a condition where the first number is a greater number compared to second. So, in these 3 cases, first number 4 is greater than second. M value, 3 cases are there. Your answer, probability will be M by N, 3 by 6, 1 by 2. Option A is correct. Next. My class, 50% students study both maths and science. 70% students study maths. Find the probability that a student studying science, given that he is already studying mathematics. Conditional probability. And in this conditional probability question, your denominator will be those without any dependency, which is 70%. Numerator will be A intersection B. Basically, the formula is probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B. A will be those who are studying science. A intersection B will be those who are studying both maths and science. B will be those who are studying mathematics. Your answer will be 50% divided by 70%. Cancel 0, 0. It will be 5 by 7. Simple question. Option D is correct answer. Next. Find the probability that a 3-digit number formed using 1, 3 and 5 is divisible by 3. A 3-digit number, add up these 3, 1 plus 3 plus 5. I am getting the value as 9. First find permutation of how many possibilities are there. 3 digits can come in any of the 3 places, 3 factorial ways. Total 6 cases are there. Whether all 6 numbers will be divisible by 3? Yes, because in the class when we played this general quiz, if you remember, if sum of the digits becomes 9, then all those numbers are also divisible by 3. Example, if I take just 135 only, it will be divisible by 3. If I take 153, it will be divisible by 3. If I take 351, it will be divisible by 3. So if the sum of the digits is equal to 9, Such digits, all of them are divisible by 3. This is known as sure event. Your answer is equal to A. Probability is 1. Like everything is possible. Next, if x is a Poisson variate such that probability of x equals 1, probability of x equals 2 is this. Find probability of x equals 0. Let's start. When I say probability of x equals 1, e power minus lambda, lambda power 1 divided by 1 factorial, value is 0.3. Next, in this it will be e power minus lambda, lambda power 2 divided by 2 factorial, 2 into 1 is equal to 0.2. When I divide this and this, basically I will get e power minus lambda value is equal to 0.3 divided by lambda. Replace it over here. E power minus lambda value, I am going to replace it with 0.3 divided by lambda into lambda square divided by 2 is equal to 0.2. Ma'am, what did you do? I did not understand. First, I moved this lambda power 1 to right hand side. Multiplication becomes division. Next, I replace this e power minus lambda value here, 0.3 divided by lambda. Now, lambda and lambda gets cancelled out. Take this 2 to right hand side and 0.3 to right hand side. You will be left out with lambda value is equal to 0.2 into 2, 0.4 divided by 0.3. Lambda value is equal to 1.33. Replace it over here. Now, what do you mean by 1.33? Isn't this nothing but 4 by 3? Ma'am, why did you take it as 4 by 3? Because my options were in such a manner. We're asking you to find probability of x equals 0. E power minus lambda, lambda power 0 divided by 0 factorial. What is 0 factorial value? Ignore it. 1. What is anything power 0? Ignore it. 1. So I have e power minus lambda. What is t power minus lambda? E to the power of minus 4 by 3. Basically, your option C is correct. Remember this calculation, 2 goes to right hand side, 0.3 goes to right hand side. I end up getting 1.33. Next. In the first quartile and third quartile are given, find the median. Median is equal to Q2 and Q2 is given as Q3 plus Q1 divided by 2. Something which is there in the middle of 28 and 22 divided by 2. Your answer will become 50 by 2, 25. Option B is correct. Next, for a binomial distribution, mean, NP, standard deviation, root of NPQ value is given as 3. NPQ value will be square on both the sides, 3 square value is equal to 9. Now, whenever you have to find n, it's always variance divided by mean. Would be NPQ divided by NP. What is NPQ value? 9. What is NP value? 10. NP gets cancelled out. So, if your Q value is 0.9, 9 by 10, P value will be 0.1, 1 minus Q. Replace this P here. If N into P value is equal to 10 and now my P value is equal to 0.1, then N value will be 10 divided by 0.1, value is equal to 100. Option D is correct. Next. Now, binomial distribution, N is this, P is this. What is mean? Mean is given as N into P, 25 into 0.2. Your answer will become, why? I was like, why are they asking such easy questions in exam? Next. Correlation. If the slope of the regression is given as 3.5 and intercept is 14, then value of y when x value is 6. Remember, whenever you need to frame a line, especially, it is given as slope of x plus intercept. This is the formula. Ideally, this was there earlier whenever this equation chapter had geometrical problems. But I don't know, after a long time, they have asked such a question. Slope is equal to 3.5x plus intercept value is equal to 14. What are they telling? Replace x value as 6. So 3.5 into 6 plus 14. I'm taking the calculator to calculate 3.5 into 6 plus 14. I'm getting the value as 35. Option A. Next. For the variables x and y, the regression equations are given like this. Arithmetic mean of x and y are 1 and 2. Compute correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient means R. R is given as square root of bxy into byx. Remember, R will have the same sign as bxy and byx. Suppose if I take this as byx, apart from y, move everything to right hand side. What is there along with x? That will be minus 1 divided by 2 is your byx value. Next, assume this is bxy, where move everything apart from x to right hand side. You will have minus 3 divided by 2. Arey Baba, this is also negative, this is also negative. R will be negative. The only option which has negative sign in that is option A. So your answer will be minus square root of 1 by 2 into 3 by 2 square root of 3 by 4. The value is 3 divided by 4 is 0.75 cos square root 0. Minus 0.8. Next. The coefficient of correlation between x and y is given as 0.6. U and v are given by these two equations. Then correlation coefficient between u and v. Remember, Rxy is equal to Ruv. Now Rxy is given as 0.6. Ruv will be 0.6. The only question is whether it is positive or negative. In the class, I thought first you calculate next you calculate b of y, or now check the signs. If the signs are same, then it will be positive 0.6. If the sign is different, then it will be negative. When I observe this is negative and this is positive, so the signs are different. Your answer will be minus 0.6, which is option B. We had done similar question even in our quiz. That's why this is very important. You guys have to attend it. Next, the correlation rank coefficient for 10 contestants given by the judge. So, the rho value is equal to 0.5. If it was later discovered that the difference between the rank of one student was wrongly taken as 3 instead of 7, the correct coefficient of rank correlation is that we apply this formula as 1 minus 6 summation d square divided by n cube minus n, which is 10 cube minus 10. Your answer will become 990. What do we do? Replace this to left hand side, this to right hand side. You get 6 summation d square divided by 990. So from negative it will become positive. 1 minus, take this 0.5 to right hand side, it will become 0.5. So 6 summation d square value is equal to 990 into 0.4. Let's calculate this. 990 into 0.5. 495, which means summation d square value will be 495 divided by 6, which is equal to 82.5. Now in this 82.5, there is a mistake. You subtract, this is the old one. From this you subtract what is wrong square. What was wrongly taken? 3. That square, add what has to be correct. Correct one is 7. Add that, which is equal to 49. You get new corrected summation d square value. So corrected summation d square value will be 122.5 after calculation. If correct one is that, we sit and calculate new row as 1 minus 6 into summation d square 122.5 divided by n cube minus n, which is equal to 990. Do this calculation, you get your value as 0.26. Option A is correct. Next question. Which index number method is used where current year quantity is taken as weight? If you remember Pashi formula, that is given as summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q1 into 100. Our quiz question, Q1 current year quantity is there in Pashi formula. Next, The Fisher's ideal price index number is defined as dash of. Fisher's formula is always geometric mean of last pair and Pashi. Next, the property of an index number that allows shifting of base. Shifting of base only comes in one, that is known as circular test. Next, which of the following index number does not satisfy time reversal test? According to me, both option B and option D are correct, where Pashy's index number also does not satisfy time reversal test, and even Bowley's formula also does not satisfy time reversal test. So probably this is a question in which you will get grace marks. Next, the test of shifting of base. Array, we did this question, no? They're asking same similar type question. The answer will be circular test. Next. I hope this discussion session was especially useful for those who are appearing in May examination or further examinations, because I have taught multiple techniques that I know. In case you want to purchase my fast track batch, which is commencing from February 2026, please go to my website, the link of which is there in the description below. Also, whenever ICAI releases solution of this, if it gives any wrong answer, I would mention that in the comment section. If this session was useful to you, please like and subscribe the channel. Let me know in the comment section how many marks you can score in examination. Thank you.